Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We've got another how-to video for you today. So we are going to be talking about notebooks. So the Sublimation notebooks, they come with a front and back cover and they come in two different sizes as well. So we've got an A5 size here and an A6 size here. So we're going to go through how to sublimate and how to put together these notebooks in this video, because it can be a little bit tricky to put them together, but once you know how to do it, you won't have any problems at all. So the first thing we need to do is have a look at what we're going to need. A heat press, so we are going to use the Prima heat presses Auto Plus press for this one. This is a 40x50 press, but any flat press should work just as well. Then you're going to need a printer. So in this video we're using the Epson F100 sublimation printer, so this little A4 sublimation printer. You're going to need some sublimation paper. We're using the Prima paper for this transfer. You're then going to need some ink, so obviously we're using the Epson ink for the F100 printer here. And you're going to need something to measure your blank with so you get your artwork the right size. So I've got a little measuring tape there on top of the printer as well. Now to hold the transfer down, you're also going to want some heat tape. So add that to your list there. You're also going to want to use some baking paper like we've got here, or something like a Teflon sheet or some polyester fabric, just to cover over the blank teddy while they're in the press. This not only protects the fur a little bit from coming into contact with the heating element, but it also protects your press from any back transfer of ink. And your blank. Great, so now we've got all our stuff together, let's get the product on the bench and we'll get it measured up for the print size. Right, so these are the two parts of the notebook that we're going to be printing. They're both exactly the same size, so we can get rid of one of those. And because you can print edge to edge on these, all we want to do is find out the actual dimensions of the cover. So we're going to go for, on the width of these, I'm going to say what you want to aim for is 145mm. And then for the long edge, we're going to go for 215mm on the long edge. What I would also say is if you are going to do a full-size print, what you want to do is you want to give yourself like a 3mm bleed. So you want to scale your artwork up so it's 3mm bigger than on each edge. So 3mm that way, 3mm that way, 3mm that way, and 3mm that way. That'll make it a heck of a lot easier to line this up when you get your print on it. Okay, right, let's get something printed. Right, now we've got the print sorted for the notebook, we need to set the press up so that it's at the right time and temperature for these. So we're going to go, we want this to be at 185 degrees C. Yeah, and we want these to be for 65 seconds. Drop that down a bit. There we go. Yep, so the temperature's still a little bit cool there, so we're going to let that heat up. While that's heating up, we will get our artwork applied to the blank. Okay, so when it comes to laying out, this is the only really tricky bit with these notebooks. When it comes to laying it out, is remembering where to put your front artwork and your back artwork. So obviously for this one, I'll just grab the artwork as I'm going to do. I've printed two sides, a front and a back, to sort of complete the book. So what I like to do is if I put your notepad down as a reference, so you think, right, I open the book that way, brilliant. So that's going to be your front. I'll take a pen. Now these have got a release film on them, yeah? So what I'll do is I'll put just a very light F on the front. You might not see that on the camera, but I can see it here. There we go. But a F on the front and then a B on the back side. Now it doesn't matter too much that you wrote on those because you're going to take that film off, but what it is going to do, if you press these separately like we're going to do today, it will remind you which face that you want to be pressing onto. Yeah, so we can move that out of the way now. We'll get rid of that. And then now we know we've got the front. So this side is where we're going to put the artwork for our front cover. So then you want to take the plastic off one side, get rid of that. And there is also plastic on the other side as well. Yep. Like that. And then we just want to line. Now the good thing with these is they are slightly see-through. So if you pop them on your artwork, you can see exactly where everything's going to go. So just a bit like that. Make sure that text in the middle. There we go. And then I just need to get my heat tape. And we just want to put a few bits on there to keep it in position. Like so. Okay, so we'll get this over to the press. I'm going to tape up the other side, you don't need to see me do that. And we'll get these pressed and onto the book. Alright everybody, so our press is nicely up to temperature and we're going to get the blank on here. What I'm going to do first is, because we're printing wider with the edge of the blank, I want to protect this part of my press. So I'm going to get some baking paper. Got to flip it over since it wants to curl that way. Put some baking paper on, and that's just going to protect the fabric base of my press. Then I'm going to put the blank face down in the middle of the press. And then to protect the element for anything transferring back, I'm going to put another sheet of baking paper over the top like that. So you get the transfer sandwich between two sheets of baking paper. I'm going to pop that in. And then we're going to close the press. And we will come back once that's finished and see what the results are like. Right, so I've noticed, my editor Sam has said that we forgot to mention what pressure we're running on this one. We're looking at a medium firm pressure for this. So there we go, Sam, you've told me off. I've come back on camera and done the edition. Alright guys, so there's the prep, that's it, it's beeping, lets us know it's finished. So I'm going to take off carefully remove my top layer of baking paper. And then we want to get this off as quick as we can. Okay, because it's red hot and you don't want it to continue sublimating. So I'm just going to, there we go, take the print off. And then what we want to do is, because this is plastic, I'm going to get this over to the bench. I'm going to get a heavy weight put on it straight away so that it dries, so it cools flat. Okay, let's get that done. Alright guys, so when you've got your notebook off your press, you've got to assemble it. Now this is the bit that sometimes confuses people, but it is really straightforward. So what you want to do is you want to put your front cover on first, and they just slot through those little ring hooks like that. There we go, it can be a bit fiddly. What I tend to try and do is get the end ones in, and then just work your way up like that. There we go, so that's your front cover. And then you want to put your back cover. Your back cover will go on upside down. You want to slide that into the binding rings as well. So there we go, they'll lay face together. Now these, you need to crimp them together. What I do is you just squeeze them down like that. You want to keep squeezing until they get really tight to each other like so. Just work your way along. You can use a pair of pliers or, so yeah, you squeeze those together like so. What you want you to do is you want to make sure they touch at the ends. Yeah. Now they should kind of slot together. They never slot together perfectly, but you just kind of slowly work your way along like that until all of those are closed in. Take you a few goes to get it nice and even all the way along. Then you want to spin, you want to rotate it so that those curved ends, see they like the things, sit against the back page of the book. Flip it over, and then you can turn your and you can turn your back page in. Then I tend to just give them a little bit of a wiggle so that it all sits. And that's how you skin those books. And there we go guys, that's how you sublimate the notebooks. Obviously these come in two different sizes, which you'll have seen before, but the same principle works for both. You've got the same process that we've done here works for the large ones and the A6 ones as well. Alright, so that's those guys. If you've got any questions, as always, drop them in the comment section below. We've got loads more how-to videos coming on the channel, as well as some other exciting stuff coming up in the near future. So yeah, stick around, thanks for watching and happy sublimating.